Hello folks, I hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend. Today's video we're going to be playing some Hero Realms. Hero Realms is a card game that costs about $20 for the base set that we have here on the screen. In particular, we're going to be playing against the Tibus Guild Lord. He's a boss, and there's a couple other bosses like this Hydra here, and then we have the Dragon and the Lich decks. But Tybus in particular is what we're going to be playing with today. Alright, so Hero Realms, here we go. Playing against Tibus Guild Lord. I'll go over a couple things about how this game is played. But every turn you start with you draw 5 cards. This is your draw deck. This is the market deck. You draw 5 cards from your draw deck, and you have a couple things in your hand. Your starting deck is very basic items. For example, these are gold, 1 gold. This is damage, 1 damage. You use your gold to buy cards here from the market row, and these cards are always going to be better than your starting cards. So there are some cards that will let you thin out your deck, whittle out these weaker cards for these better cards. But 4 gold, this is the cost of each card, the gold symbol in the top right corner. And then on the left hand side there's a faction symbol, a guild symbol, well, faction I think they're called. So if you have 2 of these in play on your side with the same faction, so they all have the first ability. For example, this one here gives you 3 gold when you play it. It also has a faction ability. No, that's not a faction ability. This one here has a faction ability that gives you an extra 4 damage if you have that same faction in play already. So this one here also has a faction ability. This is a blue faction. If you have another card in play with that blue faction, you get to use that ability. So obviously you want to purchase more cards of the same guilds so that you can benefit from those faction abilities. So I'm going to start off a normal gameplay. My turn. Normally the first player is supposed to start off with only 3 cards, and then the next turn he draws 5. But I'm a cheater, so I'm going to cheat. I'm going to start with 5 cards because Tybus is really strong and it's pretty hard to beat him. So I'm starting, and then I'll show you Tybus, his turn and what he does and how he deals damage. But we both start at 40 life. I think I'm supposed to start at either 50 or 60, but since I'm drawing 5 cards, I'll stay 40 and 40 to make it easier all around. So here we go. So I have 4 gold and 1 damage. So let me take care of the damage. The damage is dealt automatically. So Tybus goes down to 39. Now I have 4 gold. This one costs 3, and I like this one, the Wolf Shaman. Deals 2 damage and then 1 more damage for each other faction card that you have for green. Plus it's a champion, so when you purchase something, you replenish it right away with another card from the market deck. Then when you purchase something, it goes into your discard pile. You don't get to use it right away until you actually draw it. So that was 2 gold, 3 gold left. Do I want to? I'm sorry, 2 gold left. I have 4 gold minus 2. I'm gonna buy a fire gem. So this stack of cards over here are fire gems. They're all fire gems over here. They're always there. You could always buy them for 2 gold. 2 gold, and then they give you 2 gold as well when you play them. Then you have the sacrifice ability here. They let you deal 3 damage on top of this 2 gold. So when you sacrifice it, it's gone from the game. You don't put it back in your discard pile. So it's a one-time use on that ability. But the plus side is you can buy as many of those as you want. So I could have bought 2 of them since it cost 2 gold, and I had 4. So that ends my turn. All the cards that you used go to the discard pile, your discard pile. If you had any champions in play, they would actually stay in play. Then you draw 5 more cards. Very important to draw before Tybus's turn because he's got abilities that force you to discard cards. That's my hand. So these cards are not in play. This is just in my hand. I'm just putting them out here so we can see what they are. Tybus's turn. So the way Tybus works is, first thing he does is he flips over a card. So he's gonna deal you damage equal to the cost of gold. Normally these cards would go over here, but special rules for Tybus, because he's a diva. 6 damage. The gold cost is how much damage he's gonna deal to you directly. And then he's got a second feature that he's got where the faction symbol, which is blue, he's got 4 symbols over here for the 4 different factions. The corresponding ability is what you do. So his ability here for the second one is flip over another card and repeat this process, basically. So yellow. So this time yellow, he gains 5 health. So that brings him to 44. Darn it, already getting difficult. So 6 damage from here, and then 2 damage from here. That's a total of 8 damage. Brings me to 32, just like that. So there's also one other thing here. There's 4 different faction colors. They have a name: Imperial, Wild. I forgot what the other ones are. Once he has all 4 on the board here, we clear that off, and it deals 15 damage to me on top of whatever the card was that I draw, whatever those abilities are. So yeah, he can get pretty nasty if you don't keep these in check. My turn. I have 2 damage. So unfortunately, he does have a champion in play that is a guard. So the guards are the ones with the numbers here, the shield here that is black. This is not a guard. This is a normal champion. In order for me to deal Tybus any more damage, I have to kill this off first, dealing him 6 points of damage in 1 shot. So that's going to be pretty tough. And the same applies over here. If I have a guard in play, he's got to go through him first before he can deal me damage, but I don't have any guards. So this is going to be ugly. So the 2 damage I'm going to be able to deal right now is going to go to him, but he's got 6, so he's going to survive that, and I'm out of luck. That's going to be damage wasted. And the damage resets the next turn, so he's back to 6 health. I have 5 gold. Let's see, what do we want to get? Wolf Form. This is a great card. Target opponent discards a card and it deals 8 damage. So for Tybus, whenever he discards a card, I get to choose which one card. So let's say he's got 3 colors already. I could get rid of one of the colors, 1 card. So that's really good. So I'm gonna buy that for 5 gold. That's my 5 gold. And that ends my turn. So we gotta shuffle up your deck and draw 5 cards. Again, these cards are not in play. I'm just putting them out here. Man, it's gonna be a while before I can deal him 6 damage. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I think I'm out of luck. Tybus's turn. All right. So I'm taking 1 damage, and Tybus is gaining 5 health from that ability, so he's at 49. And I'm taking 1 damage. I'm at 31. All right, my turn. That was an easy one. Didn't hurt too bad. That's what she said. So this is a champion. The champion goes into play. It's not a guard. Even still, any damage that Tybus deals has to go to my champions first. If there was a guard and a regular champion, then it would go to the guard first and then the champion. So I have 4 gold. This card here deals, it's a different color faction. My favorites are the green and the yellow, but it's gonna be kind of hard to get this one because it's 6 and I'm not really looking so well for gold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy 2 fire gems. And that's gonna end my turn. I could use this ability, but it's not gonna do anything because it's only dealing 2 damage and I need to deal 6 or more to have any effect. So I'm gonna draw my 5 cards. Oh, now we're talking. Now we might be able to do something next turn. All right, so now it's Tybus's turn. Flip over a card. So I'm gonna put that under here because it's not a champion and this one is. We want to keep track of it. So the blue ability, so we got 3 damage we're taking. The blue ability is we flip another card. So we're taking a total of 3, 4, 5. 5 damage, let me do that now. I'm at 26. The green ability, stun one of your champions. No! 6. Oh, I'm okay. It's okay. So the green ability is stun one of your champions. Stun means killing them and it goes to the graveyard. If you do not have a champion, I have to discard 2 cards. But I had a champion and I stunned him, so it goes to the graveyard. I got lucky on that one because I still have enough damage to kill that. Whew. All right, so that ends his turn. I took my damage. 2 cards that I drew. All right, my turn. So let's deal some damage first. Well, no, gold. 2 gold, 4 gold. I'm gonna go with 2 more fire gems. So now let's look at damage. 2 damage, 3 damage. And this has a sacrifice ability. If you do use it, you get 3 damage. So 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. He is exactly 6 damage. So he's gonna die. So he goes away into the market graveyard. But because I sacrificed this is gone from the game. Either way, we could put those right back there because that's all these are anyways. It's just nothing but a bunch of fire gems. So finally got rid of that guy. That was a beast right there. Let me draw my 5 cards because my turn is over. 3. Shuffle this up. No funny business. 4, 5. Flip them over. All right. Got that wolf form. That wolf form is a beast. All right, Tybus's turn. Oh no. He's got 3 factions out there. If he gets the red one, that's gonna deal me 15 damage plus whatever that card. Oh no. Oh, he had to draw it, didn't he? All right, so here's why the red one is nasty in this one, in this particular example. I'm taking 15 damage for having all 4 colors. This card is going to deal me an extra 3 damage. That's 18 damage. And then the ability is another 5 damage. So the ability, sacrifice the market. That's the market roll right there. So then you replace it with 5 more. Man. So now let's tally up the damage. 15 for having all 4. 20 for the ability. That's 20, and then 23. So I'm taking 23 damage. So that leaves me at 3 life. Oh my god. I'm out of luck. I'm dead. So when he activates that 15 damage for having all 4, these all get cleared off, and he starts over with trying to accumulate all 4 colors. My turn. Let's get all the gold together. 3, 4, 5 gold. Man, that's I'm in bad shape. So I'm gonna buy Man-at-Arms for 3 gold. I have 2 gold remaining. Fire gem. Now let's look at some damage. Eight damage, and then he's got an ability there. Target opponent discards a card. So for Tybus, it would discard one of these cards of my choice. Well, that would have been real helpful last turn, huh? But since he doesn't have anything, that ability fizzles. So 8 damage plus 2, that's 10. I'm gonna sacrifice this fire gem for another 3. That's 13 damage for Tybus. which is pointless because I'm about to lose. I'm at 3 life. Tybus goes to 36, and let me draw my 5 cards. Yeah, it doesn't really matter now, does it? 2! No! But then his ability is 5, so I'm taking 7 damage and I'm dead. This would all get sacrificed because of the ability. Oh, darn you, Tybus. Maybe next time. Alright, well, that was just an example of how Tybus is really powerful and relentless. Every turn he's dealing 10 plus damage, it looks like. Maybe not. Anyways, that was a playthrough of Hero Realms, the base set. The only difference from the base set is Tybus. Normally this is a 2-player game or more, where you play like I just played, and then another player is also playing the same way, buying cards and attacking the opponent. I'm not sure how much life you each start at. 40, I think. So this is the base game from Hero Realms. For Hero Realms, it's made by Wise Wizard Games, and it costs, the base game itself here, what I've played right now, costs $20, and the only difference here is this guy here, Tybus. This was a promo card from one of their Kickstarter campaigns, and you can find this card online. You could purchase it, obviously, go on eBay or something, but you could find that card out, do a Google search and find the image, and you could print that out and, you know, just play with that. So ultimately you will be using just a very base game. But I mean, imagine playing another player, you know, making all these decisions, all these purchases, and, you know, the other players making these same kind of decisions, and you're actively going after the green faction, but then he might like a green card, or he may try and sabotage you and keep you from getting a really good green card, or you know, it's a really fun game that I like a lot. Hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and hopefully see you next time.